Hello America, it's Patrick Bush, running for president, back with you. It's been a little while since I made some videos. I had a few ups and downs, like everybody in life. But anyway, I'm back. For those of you who don't know, who have never seen any of my other videos on Facebook or YouTube, my name is Patrick Bush. I'm a truck driver. I'm in my truck right now. I'm at a customer getting loaded in Southern California right now. And I work for one of the nation's largest carriers, and I am running for president of the United States in 2020. Not now, not this election. Some people have asked me about this election. I've had about maybe about 300 or 400 people ask me, why aren't you running now? We could really use you now, and really use like a regular person running now. And it's like, oh, I pretty much have spent the last couple of years moving me and my wife and my son out here to California from Chicago. And that's where a lot of my effort and money went over the last couple of years, because this election, pretty much, by the way, is the first election I would have been able to run in. I'm 37 years old, and you have to be 35 to be president of the United States in order to run. So legally, this would be the first election I could run in. I wish I was in this election, because I really do think I can help and make some real change. What I mean by that is I see all these reports of Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. I hear things on the radio. And a lot of people out there are right, when they say that the president, doesn't, in his 4 or 8 years, sometimes he does one or two things, like groundbreaking, earth-shattering things to change things. And the thing is, though, the next guy comes in and he destroys all of that, or people villainize it and this and that. And it's just, in my life and my experience, I've learned that the president really doesn't do a lot. These people who we elect as our presidents, they don't, or they haven't. I mean, some have been really good. I love Ronald Reagan, when I grew up, everybody had money in this country, or these people lived near me. They had money. They had 2 cars in their driveway. They had a lot of money to buy their kids stuff at Christmas. They felt safe at night. They felt like the president was in charge. They actually cared about the president. Nowadays, a lot of people don't care about the presidency anymore. They don't care about the president anymore. They don't care about the whole system anymore. They just, and I'm one of them, which is sad, because I love my country. And I love my family, and it's just sad, because so many people out there I've talked to, it's disheartening, because they don't want to vote this year. They don't want to vote for either one of them. But I have told a couple people to write my name in, change their registration status and write my name in for this November. And they said, well, why would we do that? You're not running in this election. Well, help me for 2020. Help us. I'm one of you. I'm a working class guy. I pay my bills. I have a water bill. I have to worry about rent, feeding my kid. I've got all the same concerns you do, And maybe it'll help me for 2020. 20,000 people write my name in, it'll help us for the future. And the funny thing is, I've talked to a lot of people who are not voting this year, and they're really sad about not voting, because they want to vote, but they don't want to vote for these two. But the thing is, though, when I tell them to change their registration status and vote for me and write my name in, they love that idea. They're happy again, because they get to vote this year. They don't feel like they're wasting their vote. And there's a lot of people out there who say, well, I don't vote, it's a scam, it's a whole system, it's a rigged system, this and that. It's like, well, the only way we're going to know that, I guess, if people try to go against the system. Donald Trump's, to be honest with you, folks, I don't trust rich people. I don't trust celebrities, and I don't trust politicians above all of them. What have they ever really, a lot of them over the last 25 years, they haven't really done a lot for us, And I think if a regular guy like me got in there, I could do all these things that all these other presidents do, and meet with foreign leaders and try and do my best, Am I going to fix the economy? No. Am I going to fix racial tension in this country? No. Am I going to solve world hunger? No. No, only an idiot would promise those things to you and claim that, oh yeah, I'm going to fix it all. I'm going to fix racial equality, and I'm going to fix healthcare, and I'm going to fix it all. I'm going to fix world hunger, and I'm going to solve world peace. I'm going to make it all happen, It's like, you can have ideas and stuff, but, it's an impossibility to assume that one guy in 4 or 8 years is going to solve all of our problems overnight. Oh, he's a wizard, Really? No. Any one of us has enough strength and intelligence in us to run this country. It's the way it used to be. And I do agree with people about term limits, too. where they say that, politicians should have term limits. That's what I'm going to have. If I get 8 years, I'm going back to truck driving. I like what I do. I like my job. I like meeting people and talking to different people every day. Talking to other drivers, meeting people up at the truck stops. I like my job. I don't want to be a politician forever. I don't want to be a politician forever. Who would? Only people who are greedy and rich pigs that just want to keep making money off people like that. Who the hell wants to live like that? No, I like my job. I like being a truck driver, and I'm going back to that. Just like in the old days, guys would. It was their duty to run for public office, and then when they were done, they went back to being a farmer or being a blacksmith or being a shop owner or whatever they ended up doing. They went back to their life. That's what I'm planning on doing. I'm going to serve 4 or 8 years and go back to my life. But in that time, I'm going to do whatever the hell I can to help everybody out. But, I'm not going to be like these other people who promise everything and give you nothing. I'm going to help everybody on our level, the 99% level, our level, the working class level, the poor and working class level. Meaning, you're going to see it every day. Every day I'm president, you're going to see something that I'm doing to help people. Even if it's just buying someone lunch or paying for someone's house or doing this. And that's the thing. In my previous videos, I had my idea for Freedom City. Building a new city, the most modern city in human history, and giving people free homes. Everybody? No. If you're a millionaire, you don't get a free home. Why would I give you a free home? If you have a home already existing paid for, let's say you have a $500,000 house paid for somewhere, why would I give you a free home? You don't need it. No. I mean, there's going to be ins and outs and rules to figure out about that and hammer down. Sure, of course, naturally. But, a lot of people have been saying, of course, people are skeptical. I understand why, because everybody steals, everybody wants to get rich, all these people are pigs, and they basically have all of us under their boot heel, And everyone's like, well, and the big question is, how are you going to pay for it? How are you going to pay for free homes, Patrick Bush? How the hell are you going to pay for free homes? Okay, well, how about this? The President of the United States, he makes like I don't know what it is, like $427,000 a year. Let's just say $400,000 a year. Let's just say that, right? Okay. He makes $400,000 a year. I make $50,000 a year in my job where I'm at now. That's all I'm going to take. You understand? As long as I make that, I'm good. My salary while I'm working as the president, while I'm being the president, I have a family to support, so I ask for my salary, what I make, what I'm doing now, because I'm not going to be a truck driver. Actually, I was actually thinking about that. I might actually talk to the owner of my company about maybe being a truck driver while I'm president. How about that? Everyone's like, oh, you can't do that. You can't drive a truck and be president at the same time. Like, why not? President Obama, he's played golf, what? I just heard on the radio the other day, 175 times or something like that, or played golf in his presidency. I understand. Maybe those were kind of like meetings in a way, where he's playing golf with people he needs to meet with, important people or something. But you got to believe at least once, maybe, 10 times a year, 12 times a year, once a month. That was just for his off time, just him playing golf and having fun. Well, why can't I drive a truck one day a month? I've talked to a few people about it. Oh, that's impossible. Secret Service would never let you do that. Are you crazy? You're out of your mind. Why? Just have Secret Service work with my dispatch, to keep a tight lid on where I'm at. Put a Secret Service guy with me in the cab. Why is this all impossible? I don't understand. And even if it is impossible, you hear anybody else talking like this? You heard Donald Trump talking like this? No. I heard his daughter talking on the radio about how, I know how it is. I know how hard it is to be a wife and a mother and to have a career and children. You were born rich. Lady, how the hell do you know what it's like for all of us? You were born into money. You were born a millionaire, essentially. But you know what it's like for all of us? I don't get that. Do you get that out there in America? You know what it's like. Donald Trump's daughter knows what it's like. It's so hard. Just so hard of a struggle. Oh God, it's so hard. Oh God, it's so hard to balance a career and family. You can throw $100,000 at a babysitter watch your kids. I don't feel sorry for you, and I don't believe you for a second that you know how hard it is for us. You don't know what it's like when you have all your family members die and you don't have any family to fall back on, and you have to work nights so your wife can have a day job because of her industry and the career that she had for all that time. She has to work during the days because she can't work at night, but because you're a truck driver, you can work at night. You don't know what it's like to juggle schedules and this and that. You won't have no idea what it's like for us. I'm sorry, but if you're rich like that, how the hell can you say that you know what it's like for us and you can relate to us? How the hell can you go on television and say that to people? It's like Hillary Clinton and all these rich people. We know how it is for you, and we know how it is for people in America and the poor working class and that. I'm like, maybe if you did at one time, in your life, long time ago. These people are really old, don't forget, too. Their brains are cabbage soup as far as I'm concerned. We don't need somebody that age help trying to run our country and help us. I think that's really the wrong way to go. Maybe if you did at one time, know what it was like to pay bills and have to worry about finding grocery money, you forgot a long time ago. And you don't know what it's like to relate to people like us. So, the 99% don't believe you. I don't believe you. We don't believe you. And we don't want you. Because you're nothing but bad news. All you rich politicians and rich people and pigs who basically just don't help us and steal and make yourselves rich and don't do anything to help us. So anyway, getting back to my point about the president's, how much money he earns every year. So alright, so 50 grand. I make 50 grand a year. Okay, how am I going to pay for free homes? Well, that's $350,000 a year left over, isn't it? Right? Well, there you go. I can buy land and build a house like I'm doing in Southern California for 100 grand. I can build you a container house, If you want to know what that's all about, look it up online, container homes. Anyway, but I'll talk more about this in my next video. Till then, take care of yourselves and each other.